Hello, this is Pup Dante, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'd like to discuss with you what pet play is, or maybe specifically puppy. I think we'll first start off by defining what it is not, as this is a big misconception, both in some of the BDSM and kink communities, as well as just generally from people who aren't aware. I first want to start off and clarify that it is not bestiality. Puppy play or pet play does not condone or involve any animal in our play. So when you see puppies playing, it's not involving real animals. We also do not include children or anyone else who isn't directly part of the scene, and obviously they're all adults and consenting. Now that we have that out of the way, let's describe a little bit about what pet play is. And a lot of this will be focused from the puppy side, but it applies with different types of play, and I'll explain that in a little bit. Pet play is a form of a kink, specifically role play. And the role play basically dictates that a particular person assumes a particular role in what they're doing. In this case, it's a pet, or they take the role of an animal. It doesn't necessarily need to be the pet. You can partake in pet play or puppy play and not be the pet. You might be the handler or the trainer or the owner. You're still part of the scene. You're still part of the pet play. However, you're not the pet. You're actually the handler or the dominant side of the companion. There are different types of pets. There are different pets, I guess I should say, that pet play can involve. The top three, I guess, the most popular ones, are generally pony, puppy, and kitty. I have heard of others. Sometimes there's some ones you just wouldn't think about, but these are the three most popular ones. They're the easiest ones to mimic. They're the easiest ones to act out as a human. And that's why, one of the reasons why anyway, that those three come to the top. Even as kids or even as adults, everybody likes to get down, and you've seen parents play horsey, or sometimes if you're interacting with a dog, sometimes people will bark back at them for fun or what have you. So even in the vanilla world, the responses are there. So we just take it to the next level, and we just actually, instead of mimicking an animal, we psychologically become that animal. That's the concept of pet play. One of the goals as a puppy or as a pet is to actually attempt to psychologically get into the headspace or psychologically become that particular animal. Pet play, in a lot of ways, is 90% psychological, 10% everything else, if you will. So it's 10% getting down on the floor, it's 10% wearing gear, it's 10% all those other things that encompass being a pet. And I say 10% of everything else, but a lot of people see the gear. They see a puppy getting down and playing and going after a ball. That 10% helps the puppy or the pet attain the 90% headspace that they're after. And it's really the headspace that gives the puppy or the pony, really gives them what they're looking for. It gives them that sense of just release. Okay? There's a lot of different people that partake in pet play. So you can't make an assumption when you see a puppy that that particular person fits a particular stereotype or fits a particular category. There are singles, there are married people, male, female, straight, bi, gay, trans. There's a whole there's a whole group, and the pet play group of people encompass all walks of life. Rich, there's some people that are in pet play that are very wealthy. And then there are some that, okay, like maybe me at some point, practically didn't have a dime. So it encompasses all the many different facets of what we look at as society. So don't assume when you look at a particular pet or a puppy or a pony, oh, that person probably has money because they can afford the gear. Well, that might be true. But then again, gear might not make us rich, it makes us poor. So just keep that in mind. It doesn't really take the gear to be a puppy, but for some it really does help to attain that headspace. And that's that 10%. Okay? So basically pet play may also include a form of BDSM. So some people just get down, they become a puppy, they bark, they play. And it's fun. That's about all that they really get into. They want it to be very light, nothing real heavy, nothing real intense. But it may include forms of BDSM. So a puppy or a pony may be locked in bondage, or they might be restrained a certain way. You can get into the S&M aspects of it as well. So it may involve a lot of different things. And it may not. Just like pet play may also be sexual, but it doesn't have to be. I'll give you an example here. There are puppies, for example. There may be a puppy who is happily married. They have an open relationship, but that puppy goes to be with a handler to act out his fantasy, to act out being a puppy. He gets into the headspace and so on. But because he's married, it's not sexual for him. And that's perfectly fine. But the key is, in all of this, is to be honest with yourself, be honest with who you're playing with, and make sure that it's safe and sane and consensual among everybody. The biggest thing that I always stress in all this is it has to be fun. It has to be enjoyable. Now, fun and enjoyable is in the eyes of the people who are partaking in that particular activity. So you might look at someone and say, they can't possibly be having fun. If they're enjoying it, then they're happy. So keep that in mind. That gives you a little bit of an overview of what pet play is. As you watch more of my videos, you'll probably start to form a better picture, but I wanted to give you a quick idea of just a quick overview of pet play, puppy, and a little bit about what it is. I hope you enjoy watching my videos, and feel free to subscribe to my channel, and the information is on this video, that you can contact me if you so choose to, and look forward to my upcoming videos. Have a great day.